There's that backbeat. Drop it. Drop it like it's hot.
Hey.
Look.
Hey, everyone. Subscribe to the Jazz and Drake Show. Just if you're watching this video now, why not subscribe?
It costs you absolutely nothing.
Throw us a like, too. Don't be a dick.
I like the like. I mean, literally, look, here's the deal. I feel pretty confident in the next 45 minutes to an hour that Jeff and I are going to make you laugh.
You're looking at, on this camera, you're looking at the only boomer who has matching yellow hat and shirt.
Look, I still got to get drip. Is that what they call it? I got my drip, right? Listen,
I've got matching black and black, but that's
black on black.
Natural.
Yo, and, so absolutely for real. If we make you laugh in the next 45 minutes, which I promise you we will, just hit the like button, man. It takes you nothing to just tap that. All right. I know just got it. Go ahead. Roll with it.
Yeah, well, this is survival part 2.
Deuce.
Right? So we talked about don't molest the alligators. Don't molest the gators, I think will be probably the name of it. But we talked in that part about surviving animals. Basically, we're going to talk about surviving the world, the other stuff. And I'm going to play this clip to start because I hate this guy so much. and so, I just want to watch this on repeat. I don't even really care.
Now the 3-2 swung on, a pop foul back here.
Ow! Oh, Jesus! Ow. I love that.
Ow. It really hit me. I didn't know it was coming back that far.
Why everyone else should hate this guy is right about a ground ball third. He's right about here.
Goes to first in time. Ball game over. Yankees win.
Look at him.
Win.
Can you imagine this guy orgasming?
Yeah. Dude.
Yankees.
Jeff, you managed to show me enough of a video that I absolutely appreciate that this dude got hit in the fucking head.
Now the 3-2.
Let's watch it again.
I want to watch it over and over.
Swung on, a pop foul back here.
He's looking at it.
Ow.
Back here.
Yeah, look, he's watching it the whole way, and he, for some reason, looks away.
Back here.
Boom. Oh, you gotta love that. Look.
All right, let's go. Survival.
How much heart you got?
This helps burn our
Thanksgiving
conversation.
miracle. The 28-year-old man who fell overboard on the first day of his cruise, and incredibly, after treading water in the Gulf of Mexico.
Okay, by the way, you fall overboard on your cruise. I've already lost all sympathy for you.
Yes, 100%. Like
Mexico for nearly
it's not a oopsie.
It's not an easy thing to do.
Hours.
Like they
he was
know
rescued,
they
and
put
now
the
he's
rails
talking about his harrowing ordeal, saying he battled sea creatures and somehow found the physical strength to survive.
Are you kidding
The
me?
Little Mermaid 2 is his story.
Dude,
Here he
that's
is.
my only hope.
Passenger James Michael Grimes is sharing his incredible story of survival after
How they got video and he ain't been saved?
Valor.
My worst
Somebody
fear
was
is
recording
drowning,
him.
and that was something I did not want to have to face.
The 28-year-old tells GMA he doesn't remember the event.
All right. I know from his accent, I don't mean to discriminate. He's a Southern brother like
Yes, he
myself.
is.
But
Yes, he is.
yeah, he was drunk as shit and he dove over like an idiot thinking, I can do this.
Yeah. When I saw this story,
Hey, Jeremiah, get your girlfriend away from the microphone, by the way. You're vibrating the hell out of the audio.
What the hell happened? Oh, gotta go over here. All right, look. So when I saw this and I heard about it, and then they were like, he's from Alabama. It just made
No
sense.
shit.
I'm like, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Alabama, Louisiana, or Mississippi.
Right. A dude from Connecticut is not surviving for 28 hours. Like,
Well,
he's not going overboard either.
Well, that's
It's
true.
leading up to falling off the ship.
Did you have a few drinks?
I had during the day, and I'd actually did like an air guitar solo, and there was a competition they were doing, and I'd won it, so I'd won a free drink. So I had that.
But you weren't like inebriated, had like a ton of drinks.
No, ma'am.
How many drinks do you think you
Liar!
had?
If you're doing air guitar, you're
it's-
fucking smashed.
I couldn't really say.
Grimes says the next thing he
You're
remembers,
smashed.
I would have respected him so much more if he said, I ain't a bartender. I ain't paid to keep track.
Right, dude. Hey, look, keep him rolling on this Alabama because I got so
he
much
was
to
fighting
say.
for
This
his life
motherfucker-
in the Gulf of Mexico, and the cruise ship was gone.
I can't float myself, even when I'm trying to. So there had to be, the Lord was with me when I was out there
God.
because something was holding me up the whole time.
Jack
while I was-
Your
Daniels.
fucking arms
For
and
nearly
legs were
20
holding you
hours,
up.
James treaded water and battled sea creatures.
I looked around
Battled
and I seen
sea
it out the corner of my eye, and it came up on me really quick. And I went under, and I could see it, and it wasn't a shark, I don't believe, but it had more like a flat mouth, and it came up and bumped one of my legs, and
It was Ursula. She said she gonna
Yeah,
take
yeah.
my voice away, and I'm gonna have my legs gone.
Yo,
I'm gonna have legs.
This
I ain't
is
gonna
the
be
live
swimming
action.
No more.
This is the
With
live
the other
action
leg,
fucking
it
Little
scared me,
Mermaid.
not knowing what it was, or at the time how big it was. All I could see was a fin.
Miraculously, the Coast Guard spotted
It was a
James
mermaid.
20 miles
It
off
was
the
a
coast
black
of Louisiana.
mermaid.
The
That's
first
not
thing I
my
actually
little
told him was,
mermaid.
I don't have any clothes on.
He was hoisted to
You don't have any
safety with
clothes
apparently
on.
just
Well,
moments
yeah.
before his
Oh,
last ounce
shit.
of strength was gone.
The fall didn't kill me. Sea creatures didn't eat me. I felt like I was meant to get out of there.
Wow. Believe it or not, James says he will go on another cruise ship, but
What
he
the
says
fuck,
next time he will
dude?
stay at least 10 feet away from the rail.
All right.
I really hope he dies next time he goes
Yeah.
on a cruise.
Yeah, he didn't deserve. He didn't like. He said he was completely naked, right? And I've heard that before. Like if you fall over, you should get rid of your
Battled
clothes.
some sea creatures. And
Right.
God
You
made me. God made me live here.
That's what I.
That
one
it
hit
had
me.
a fin. God
Right.
made me survive.
Like God was there. Well, no, dude, what you survived was like arms and legs. Like good deal that you did cardio before, because that's what happens. But Jeff, it goes back to, and we'll go to the survival thing. Literally, I have an ex-wife for many reasons, but one, I'm pretty sure this is when a little bit of love died. We were on a cruise, and if you've been on a cruise, they go from port to port. So when you go out at night, they're just going to the next port. And there are times that you can stand on that balcony and there is nothing but water. It's just water. It's everywhere. Like there's no, I see an island over. It's just fucking water. And it makes you take perspective of how small we are, because we're just a little dot inside this, right? The way my head works, morbid as it is, I'm looking at her and I'm like, dude, if I fell overboard, I'm done. She goes, what do you mean? I go, if I fell overboard, if within the first 5 minutes, somebody on the crew or the ship doesn't recognize that I fell overboard, I'm going under. I'm going under. If I'm in the middle of a giant pool of water, I have no idea where to go, anything else. What's my best case scenario? Like I'm gonna tread water? Like a cruise ship doesn't just turn around.
I don't think it's as easy to drown as you think it is.
I don't know. I mean, well, dude, I guess natural instinct would tell you to come back up, but
Well, I think your body naturally floats. Like there's air in your
does.
lungs, you float. Like
dude, I'm telling you, I might swim to the bottom. I have a curiosity. What does it look like in the ocean deep?
you're not gonna
If you're
see
there,
anything.
It'll be all dark and black, right? But seriously, try to like mentally put yourself in a position that you're bobbing in the water, you are floating, and the last thing you see are the fucking, for lack of a better term, the tail lights of the cruise ship, and it's gone.
And what did I tell you I would do? We talked about this. What did I tell you I would do?
You would go start swimming in the direction. Nope. Give me back
on
then.
my back.
Yes, you do the dead man float.
And do tickle me touch in the direction of the closest land, which is probably following the cruise ship, frankly.
Well, okay, so I don't understand the ocean and all that other shit. Maybe we need to bring Noah Healy back in, genius. But if you're on your back, won't the waves eventually take you to land? Like waves eventually get to land, right?
but you'd have to surf if you're trusting on current to take you there. It can change.
Yeah,
and you die of malnutrition and sun poisoning probably way before then.
So to wrap it up, I'm telling you, like I literally remember
you would try to commit suicide at sea instead of trying to survive.
Yes, yeah, I wouldn't like, and I looked in my ex-wife's eyes, and I knew for a fact that I had become a lesser man to her. Like she was like, you wouldn't fight to survive, but in my head, right? Oh, okay, but in my head, I'll own it. But in my head, like I've seen this movie. We saw a video of a guy who survived 28 hours. How many other videos have you seen of guys who just died? So am I going to try to survive?
You don't see the videos of the guys who died because they're dead. They can't say, God had me. I just
God
battled sea creatures.
All right, side note, God gets credit for a lot of shit. I mean, it is what it is. But you understand, they only give him credit for the good things. Like there's no dude who's like,
we're not starting.
We're not going to go there. Whatever. It's just nobody says, well, I missed that ground ball because God didn't want me to catch it. Nobody gives them shit on that.
Well, the other team sure says that.
Yeah, God was with us. God was against him. But here's my deal: is like if you fall over, you're in the water, the cruise ship is gone. Like I've seen this movie like 95% of the time. So what's my best option, Jeff? Am I going to tread water for 25 hours and then drown? Or just fucking drown?
I mean, why would you just drown? I do like that in the Noah Healy episode, my downfall was always going to movies. And in the survival episodes, that's yours. You're like, I've seen the movie. Like, yeah, dude, that's not a movie.
But how many like
it's
so that
minds work differently with different subjects.
Yes,
about math and infinity. I'm like movie.
Yes.
So I'm like,
for me,
fuck you. Why are you talking about movies? What the fuck, man?
I think there was a movie called like Deep Water or some shit that was all wrapped around two people who fell off a boat, a guy and a girl, and they were like floating on some shit.
You told me about this. I haven't seen the movie.
I haven't either. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying. I haven't. But at the end of the day, Jeff, I'm just saying. What are your better odds? Do you think you're going to be the dude who survives? Or are you going to be the dude who dies?
I'd rather be the dude who fights for my life than the dude who just surrenders.
Yeah, I'm on the opposite side of that. I kind of feel like 95%.
Jeremiah's the guy who's like, hey, tiger, eat me, eat me.
I'm like, you know what, dude? I'm done. Like, I'm going to drown 20 hours from now, but I'm going to get sunburned, get by a jellyfish. Like, I'll just do it right now. I don't know.
So you know how I said, I'm like, yeah, dude, there was a guy in Florida who fell off a fishing boat, and he just did that. He tickled me. He pointed himself towards land. You're like, was that so Rob Conrad from the Dolphins? And I'm like, yes, it was.
Hey, Jeff. Just for you, Isaac, young goat, FL teams, everybody loves them. Let's go to a Dolphin. By the way, one of my favorite Dolphins.
Well,
he really was. When he played, I loved him.
He'd be ashamed of you, Jeremiah.
He would. Number 44. He's a man. I'm not.
Like 27 miles. I shouldn't be here.
He says he was out about 9 miles from shore near the Hillsborough Inlet when a wave knocked him off of his 31-foot boat Wednesday as he was fishing. He says the boat was on autopilot, and when he realized it was moving away from him, well, his survival skills as an experienced boater kicked in.
I made a conscious decision to, essentially, take my shirt off and swim to try to,
that was
keep
genius.
the weight and resistance off, and I wanted to swim to try to keep my body warm.
Mm-hmm. Dude, two things great right there.
And I did that consistently. I knew it was probably important.
Take your shirt off.
The water's cold.
Dude, right, but take your shirt off.
That resists drag. Yeah.
So it's not weight on you. Side note, here in Delaware, we had like torrential downpours today. And I had to take my dog out. So I'm standing in the rain with my dog. But literally your shirt, when it gets that super wet, it is extra weight. Like it sticks to you and kind of pulls you down. But I've never heard anybody talk about get rid of the shirt and then swim so your body stays warm. Conrad's next level, Syracuse Orangeman.
Florida and Delaware are such different places.
Oh yeah, no, we don't survive up here. We don't fight.
You didn't talk about taking your shirt off. Like when I was in school, it was like you should shave your body hair so you move faster in the water.
They teach you this shit. All right, how did Rob get through?
At that point in time, I didn't stop.
Conrad says at one point he tried to flag down a fishing boat but was unsuccessful. He says they even saw the Coast Guard flying overhead.
What?
Yeah, I mean, after some time, I
Fuck
just,
you,
I
Coast
just
Guard.
said, look, I'm not dying tonight. And I'm going to make it to shore.
He said he was stung by jellyfish, and at one point a shark circled by, but he thought about his family and his 2 young daughters and continued making his way to
That's
land.
not what made the
I've
shark
got
leave.
2 beautiful daughters.
Him being a shit brick house is what made the
Yeah, him being stacked up helps,
Sure.
right? So, Alabama dude
And
and Conrad talked about getting stung by a jellyfish.
But Rob Conrad actually got to land, I think.
Yeah, he did. The other guy found
he
a
didn't
boat.
just tread water and scream like a little bitch.
Like Jeff, I have shit luck. I mean, literally, if you're in the middle of the ocean,
You
and
make
there's
your
nothing
own
but water.
luck. Come on, we're done with this.
How do you
25
swim?
minutes in, you're still like, I'm just gonna fall into a pool and drown.
What direction
I
do
don't
you
wanna
swim to,
the
dude?
edge.
But where's the edge? You could be
Doesn't matter where
swimming
the edge
away.
is, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Fucking great callback of the off. I love it. But it is like Rob Conrad. But every time guys talk about getting stung by a jellyfish, and you and I talked about it, I wonder if you're treading water and trying to float for 20 hours, right? You have to be numb. Like if you run, I used to run marathons.
As fuck.
Right.
I mean,
I used to run marathons, and they talked about the runner's high. And that runner's high is kind of like you just don't feel your body anymore. Like you're just running and it's just an action. So imagine doing that, and then a jellyfish stings the fuck out of you. Like, does it energize you? Do you feel it even? Like what? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm sure you feel
You
it.
think? But like, your arms would be
I've never been
numb.
stung by a jellyfish.
Neither. I hear that somebody has to pee on you if it happens. I don't know. I think that's just a joke.
That's just people with pee fetishes.
Yeah, that's just somebody with a wet fantasy. But look, if you're treading, you're gonna get numb. There's no way that you'll continually feel
and
what
your
you're
skin's
doing.
Going to be burned to a crisp.
Oh my dude, mine? Fuck.
Well, it doesn't matter
SPF 50
whether
on and I get a
you're a
sunburn.
soulless ginger or the darkest Nigerian. Your skin is going to be burnt.
You're going to be crisp.
It doesn't matter. Like it is. Yeah.
I mean, look, I applaud you, Jeff, for trying to survive. And it says a lot about us. I am that dude who I'm just going to give up from the beginning. Like, I'm going to think odds say I drown. I might as well do it now instead of 20 hours later.
Well, ladies, if you don't orgasm right away, you know which of the dads. You know which of the dads is going to keep trying to swim.
Macolino, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. He ain't going to give up on that. Like, yeah, I'm out quick. I'm snoring beside you.
I got tongues, 10 fingers, 10 toes, earlobes. I'll do whatever it takes.
I got all kinds of toys in this.
I got elbows.
Look,
we can make it work. We'll figure it out.
I will never forget this, Jeff. Call back to the animal episode. In the little animation, they just showed the dude, and he was just dropping elbows on the shark. Just like, I'm a Dusty Rhodes you until you let me go.
Hey, I'll do whatever it takes to get you where you're going as long as you smack the snout.
Smack the snout. That's the answer. All right, so falling off a boat, we've understood that I would just fucking drown. We're done. Like,
well, you just want to die, apparently.
Well, I mean, I don't want to die, but
if Jeremiah fell into the deep end of a pool, you'd have to send the lifeguards in instantly because he'd just be like, I'm dead! I'm going down!
Fucking him out. I'm going to go smalls on you, buddy. I'm staying down till the hot fucking...
Jeremiah, you know how to swim, right?
Yeah. But if there's a hot lifeguard, I'm gonna go smalls on you. Come give me some breath or mouth to mouth, bitch.
Yeah, go after the
I said bitch, that was mean.
go after the 14-year-old lifeguard. That's good.
No, she was way older, man. 18. All right, so now Jeff.
Do you not have a lot of pools up in Delaware? Every pool in St. Petersburg
I don't
is like 14 to 16-year-old lifeguards.
No, Jeff. We have a membership this year for my son to the University of Delaware pool.
Doesn't mean they don't have high school lifeguards.
They don't.
And you're way too old to be hitting on college girls.
I don't. No.
I'm going to edit this out. Get it done.
Yeah. Let's go to the woods. Let's go to the woods. Go to the woods.
So what if you get in the wilderness? Now, I've got a zombie survivalist toolkit here with a bunch of handy-dandy things like this little handheld axe that also has, I don't know what the hell it has on it.
I remember you and Mr. Dog Poop talked about this, right? Like the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Like
There's
survival.
a hammer on this side. This is a wrench right here. This is an axe. Yeah. But what if you're in the wilderness and you don't have one of these? I mean, that's the scary part. Toolkit of it.
All right, let's see what these guys say. I'm gonna tell you again. We've established that I'm a weak individual. This like
Jeremiah would just strip his ass naked, bend over, and say, "Come fuck me and kill me."
I might just do the peanut butter thing we talked about before. I might just like lather up in peanut butter and be like, "Yo, Grizzly, Brown Bear, like, can we end this shit?"
That's cool.
All I ask is you give me one knockout blow, just over the top with the paw. Smack me in the head, knock me out, and do what you got to do, dude.
Jeremiah's going to go find a tiger.
Like,
all right, let's see.
So many different ways to die.
So many different ways to die.
We've covered a lot of survival tactics and situations.
There's
like,
the bear.
A lot. But unless you know you're going to be attacked by a bear, you might have missed that one video about what to do when you're attacked by a bear. That's why this video may save your life.
Spark?
Is this our same guy?
Stranded in the wilderness. Congratulations. What do you do first? Whether in the woods, in the mountains, or on a deserted island, here are a few essential steps survivalists say to follow. First, signal for rescue. The sooner you return to civilization, the better. Your best chance of escape is to be rescued. So use your resources to signal any ships or planes that might pass by.
No.
But if rescue doesn't come, the next step is to avoid injury. Your feet are some of your
We
most
learned on
important
Gilligan's
and
Island,
vulnerable-
nobody's coming for you, dude. Gilligan's Island, like, how did you not find them? They were there for how many years?
Stranded on an island with Ginger and Marianne. Do you want to be rescued?
I think I'd be all right.
I think the professor was actually deterring people.
He might have been fucking shit up internally until he was able to close those deals. But how about
I think he was closing those deals consistently and just being like, no one can find us. Let me go back to work and make sure no one can find us while I fuck these hot broads.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, Gilligan, I think, got a piece of that too, right? Gilligan was the young dude. He just got the cast off, right? He was the rebound dude. He was like, I'll pick you up.
And occasionally Skipper, I think, would get some too.
There's something about
I
wise
think
older
the Skipper
man.
got more than Gilligan.
Skipper was all about what was the dude's name with the rich wife? What was her name?
Thurston Howell.
Yeah, I think the Skipper got Mrs. Howell while Thurston was sleeping. I'm just saying, a little older love.
Oh, no.
It's not the best option.
I think he was banging Ginger a lot of times.
Ginger. Okay, so we can ask that question before we go through. Jeff, Ginger or Marianne?
Marianne.
Tools for survival.
Not even.
I think I'm going there too, man. Like, Ginger's fun for a minute, but redheads scare the shit out of me. As a Ginger, I know they have no soul.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marianne's like the girl next door. That was a gift.
That was a gorgeous lady.
She's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So how do we survive the woods? Tell us, my friend.
Survival. Boots will protect you from cutting your
Don't
feet
get
as you
injured.
explore the area for the next step to survival.
Wear boots.
Find fresh water.
Find fresh water.
That's an
obvious one. But
wait.
So hey, Mythbusters went to a deserted island, and I know they've got 70 crew members with them, right?
Yeah.
They did a whole thing where all they needed was duct tape. They made shoes. They made shelter. They made everything.
Wow.
Like duct tape is
so
from salt water.
Serious
you need
question.
one thing.
If you boil salt water, does it become fresh water? I mean, that's what I've heard, right? So, like, if I had a bonfire or a campfire and I went to the ocean and pulled out a shit ton of salt water and I boiled it, does it boil the salt off the water?
You know, I should know that answer. I don't. I know that if you catch rainwater and boil it, though.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, in the tropics, I mean, that's a hell of a gamble, right? Let's see what old boy says.
Let's hear. Well, if you get fresh water like he's demonstrating, you boil that.
Take your chances with the water.
You still gotta boil it.
Fresh water is going to be your best bet.
No shit.
Sources of fresh water include caves, rain, and making your own from salt water.
Oh.
If you're by the ocean, you can convert salt water to fresh. Fill a can with salt water and then put a second container over the can. This will collect the fresh water that evaporates out of the can.
Huh?
You need at least 1 liter of water per day to survive.
Wait.
Look for signs of life if you can't find a water source.
So no, apparently boiling it doesn't work. You need it to evaporate.
So he basically
collect
said,
the condensation.
Holy shit, the condensation is what's going to save you. So the condensation coming out into the bottle is fresh.
So if you boil
and the water goes down
and caught it into a bigger vat.
Yeah. Holy shit. Oh, desert. Don't even show me the desert. I ain't even fucking trying there, dude. I might try to find a fucking thing to slit my throat. Like, give me the cactus and kill it.
And insects can all mean nearby water sources. Roots, vegetables, and cacti can all contain water. And mashing them with a rock will release some liquid.
It's the second episode in a row. I think they need to be a sponsor.
So be sure to check low-terrain canyons and mountain bases.
I don't think they'd sponsor
that could be home to a water source.
Maybe.
Morning dew can be collected with a cloth and then wrung out into your mouth. But just make sure you collect it before sunrise, or it could evaporate before you get to it.
Wow.
If you're lucky enough to catch a rainfall, use cups or any possible containers to catch it. If possible, build a water-catching tarp. This will allow even more water to be collected.
Good idea.
Yeah, if you happen to be stranded and have a tarp, your life's not bad. I mean, if you're stranded with a tarp, things are much better than anyone could imagine.
This guy just dead ass said, like, collect the water into a cup or container, which would be better. Well, yeah, like if my hands are my container, I get you. Like, I want to put it in something. Like, thank you. The tarp, I'd never seen.
If you have a lot of buckets and tarps and like machine guns and knives and duct tape and all these things,
you're ready for the zombies. You're ready for the zombies, my friend.
True. I might need to put some duct tape in the in this toolkit here.
Duct tape is, duct tape is like when they made boots. What's really funny, Jeff, you talked about the duct tape and you said all the shit they created, and in my head I'm like, yeah, makes sense. Okay, like you can make boots of duct tape. Like I grew up in the South, man. Duct tape is the answer to everything, my friend.
Oh, it works. Yeah,
it does.
But
you can wrap it around
yourself
your feet.
In an extreme situation. You're out of food, you're out of water.
There we go.
And the only liquid nearby is your own.
Oh,
the Army has a field manual, which has a do not drink list for just such an occasion. That list includes fish juices, blood, alcohol, seawater, and yes, urine. Drinking urine is basically like drinking seawater. It's going to dehydrate you, which is the exact opposite of what you want. To make matters worse, if you keep drinking it,
so Better Call Saul was bullshit.
Abnormally low blood pressure. Low blood pressure means less blood flow to vital organs like your heart, lungs, and kidney, which can be damaged or fail as a result.
So actually drinking your own pee, thinking it's going to help you, is really just you drinking your fucking own pee for a nasty taste. It does nothing for you.
It's not supposed to be in your body.
Yeah, it's waste.
That's why your kidneys filter it out of your blood and into your urine, which ordinarily then just leaves your body.
So,
but if you then,
you know how I can figure out this math?
How?
I don't know. You've played sports,
sports,
right?
Yes.
So if
build a fire,
if you have to pee while you're playing sports, I feel like you've got an overhydration problem.
Most likely, yeah.
You
because
sweat out
get
the
out,
excess
right?
liquid.
Sweat it out, right?
Yeah. So what you're pissing is just like what I was told when I played football. It was like what you're pissing is just excess protein.
That's it. Yeah. It's all the shit your body doesn't need that says get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Like I've grabbed everything meaningful.
Mode.
You suck.
We don't need you. You are sweating out your water. That everything, all the excess shit is coming out of your dick or your ass.
Right. So the people who drink pee are basically saying this is all the toxins your body has already said.
Back into me. My kidneys have already ejected this. I'm putting it back into me.
And I'm going to put it back in. And there's such a fallacy to that shit that people think you can do that to hydrate. It's really awful. We'll do an episode on cults and we'll talk about breatharians. People who believe that you can exist on just breathing.
All right, let's talk about that later.
Go ahead.
Really have to pee now.
Pause it if we got to. Let's go. We're gonna have to cut it either way. Go.
No. Let's go. Let's ride.
Power through.
I can hold it for 20 minutes.
Or dig down a few inches. This will keep the fire insulated.
Okay.
Then use paper, dry grass, or pine needles as tinder.
Okay.
Pile loosely in the center and top with kindling. If that kindling's wet, you're going to need a lot more tinder. If you're lucky
I always
enough
need
to
a lot
have
more
lighter or
tinder.
matches, ignite the tinder and gently
always
blow
need
on
a
the
lot
fire.
more tinder.
If you don't have...
Wait a second. If you have matches, shut the fuck up. If you
Wait. They're calling it tinder. Wait, seriously, it just fucking hit me. They're talking about tinder. Do you realize, like...
That's how you start a fire.
The app, okay, but the app of Tinder?
Yeah, it's
have
named
you ever
after that.
It's fire.
Yeah, it's named after that.
Well, I'm sorry. I just had that realization as we talked, Jeff. I'm like, wait, that's why it's a fireball. All right. Were you a scout? Did you ever do that? Were you a scout?
No. I'm just going to look into the camera and shake my head for a couple seconds.
Well, look,
I have to pee, and I'm still going to just take this second to glare.
If you need to pause it, I got to do it too. So I'm just saying.
I don't want to edit.
Go. All right. Go. Power through.
Arcs with a flint
Tinder
and steel.
fire.
If you need to, you could always use a lens to harness
No,
the
you
sun's
can't.
light.
No, you can't.
As the kindling catches,
No
gradually add
fucking
more.
way.
Once you have a nice, healthy flame going,
The
begin to add the
magnifying
fire.
glass is
Not
not
unless
starting
you've
to
got
fire.
really
Fuck
Fuck
it.
off.
teepee shape.
shit.
This
Unless
fire
you're
will
in
burn
like the
hot
middle
and
of the
quickly,
desert.
So be sure to keep it
Fuck
fed.
off.
As you explore the area, you might be trying to find your way
Find
back to civilization.
civilization.
You may remember
All
hearing
right.
how
I think
moss
we're
only
done with
grows on
this,
the north
right?
side
Look,
of trees.
yeah, we're
I'll
done,
look
right?
for number
Look,
6.
I'm done with this.
Unfortunately,
I'm done with this.
definitely
Let's
Avoid
do the next
hazard.
guy.
You should also
Don't
know
go
how
into
to deal with
quicksand.
bees.
Yeah, don't go
Chances
into
are
quicksand.
you won't encounter quicksand that often, but
That
just in case you
often?
do,
You know how
here's how to
many
escape
people have
quicksand.
encountered quicksand?
First of all,
Look,
don't
as a
panic.
public service
It's impossible
announcement,
to
we
drown in
will tell you,
quicksand,
don't
because humans
fight
actually float in it.
quicksand. Don't,
What makes it
don't
so
fight
dangerous
Don't
is
fight
its
it.
viscosity. Once
When you fight,
disturbed,
you go
quicksand
down.
becomes much more viscous, trapping whatever it
Chill.
envelops.
Kind of
Don't
do
ask
what
your
you
friend
do
to
when
pull
you
you
fall off
out.
a cruise ship.
Well, I just said
fucking lay
humans
there.
float in it. Just don't fight it.
It does, right.
Oh, wait, but
Quicksand
don't
is that
ask
whole
your
deal.
friend to pull you out. That's
No.
interesting.
Well, Jeff,
They'll only be
she's
able to
a
dislodge your
girl.
top
She doesn't
half,
have enough
and
power.
that's no good. Here's how you get out of it.
What?
Wiggle your legs to create a pocket for water to trickle down. This will loosen the sand around your legs. Feel free to lose your shoes if you have to. Next, lay back. The more you distribute
Dead
your
man
weight
float.
across
We're
the
back to
surface,
the cruise
the
ship.
harder
Actually, I did kind of get caught in quicksand in a
What? Where?
a bunker at a golf course.
What?
I shouldn't have walked through it. I had a great
No.
tee shot on a par 3. It was like 10 feet from the hole, and I was skipping, and I decided to skip through a bunker, and I hit, and I stuck. It was the day after, and I just sunk down to like almost my knees. And then the more I fought, the more I sunk. And then eventually, two people put out golf clubs, and I like had to do a pull up, and my shoes were like buried 2 feet into the bunker. And my dad used a golf club to dig them out, which was unnecessary at that point.
You just took golf to another level. From now on, the bunkers need to be quicksand. You hit in the bunker, you better get the fuck in and get out, Tiger. Figure it out.
Yeah,
You step into the bunker.
You don't.
Start fucking
It was
dropping.
stupid. I know it's bad.
Well, but you guys have like sinkholes and shit, right? I mean,
and that's basically what
legit.
it was. That's basically what it was in essence.
Right. I can't. We don't have that up here, and we don't have alligators.
Luckily, there were no alligators around, or I would have been a really still target. Like it was. I was.
What do you do, Jeff?
Up to my waist in the. I was sinking.
Look, Jeff. Conundrum. I love announcing like you're in quicksand, and the book tells you if an alligator is approaching you, just be still. But if you're in the quicksand, you got to move your feet. So what do you do?
Like,
do you just be still?
You got to be still up top and active on the bottom. See, I'm waving my legs right now, but I'm staying somewhat still on the top.
You better get them calves in shape, son. It's work time.
Like, I'm winded.
What do you do?
We're going to see what happens. What to do if your parachute fails?
Oh no!
And then after that, we've got even a worse scenario. Believe it or not,
I say, and just accept the fact that there are no guarantees in life, especially right now, because you have like statistically about a 0.01% chance of surviving. But again, calm down. Now's not the time to panic. Now's the time to focus.
Jeremiah would be at peace. He'd be like, "Yes, I'm going to fall to my death."
74 and 1/4 seconds to figure out a way to increase your
meant to
chances
be.
of
It's
surviving.
meant to be.
First, slow your descent. Spread out your body into an X formation like this.
I would literally be like, if I take off my shirt, will it catch enough wind that if I figure out a place to land, I could? Jeremiah would be like, cannonball!
Look, cannonball! Look, so I dated a girl who had a best friend, and she used to skydive for like a hobby. Like she was a skydiver, and so she had her pack, and you had to pack the bag and all that. I'm just saying, like, that's a tremendous amount of faith. Sometimes I'm talking to her and she was like, no. My instructor packs my bag. Like that is a tremendous amount of faith to put into somebody else, right? If I'm a hobby skydiver, I'm packing my own bag. I want to know that my shit is right. I'm not going to give it to somebody and be like, oh no, you take care of it.
If I figure out a way to get a DVD onto the computer, we'll watch my skydiving video.
You did that?
It was a
wait,
whatever. Where I had an instructor strapped to my back. Yeah.
So you were kind of in the poop hole loophole, like the instructor was on the back. But look,
we'll see. The video is
all right. Small side note, Jeff, because I've always wondered this, like that moment of free fall where you're just falling and you see everything around. It's the earth, like you're at a level you've never been. That has to be magnificent, right? I mean, is there that moment that like you realize you're
like
a fucking
looking
ant?
out of a plane window?
Yeah, but I mean, you're jumping. So it's like looking at the plane window as you go down. You're like DB Cooper, this fucker. I mean, like
there wasn't really much of a difference.
Really? Because I go on those rides at like any amusement park that like raises you way up high and then they just drop you. And it's a phenomenal feeling. I cannot imagine what it is that like you're jumping out into the sky, man. Obviously, I can see from your face it wasn't that impressive to you. To me, it kills me.
It wasn't, and I landed hard on my heart.
You went down rough.
Oh yeah, right. I was bleeding when I landed.
Holy fuck! That's a bad. We got to get that DVD video.
Making sure that the front of your body is facing the ground. This will help you achieve better drag. If you're confused about which direction the ground is, it's where you're heading to. Next,
the ground is where you're heading.
Handle to your primary chute. It's most likely attached on
I
your
will
bike.
say
It's
my
like
buddy's sister.
Yeah, that's the one.
So I went with my friend, his mom, and his sister.
Yeah.
And her first parachute failed.
Oh,
so on the way down, they had to cut their parachute and go to a backup parachute. So they're going down, and my buddy's sister was like handed a knife, like, hold this for a second while I did. He's like, "What is going on?" And he's like, "I got it." He had because that parachute was not packed properly and it did not deploy properly,
bro.
So we had to cut it off, and the backup chute took over. I did not know this, so even though I was like the second to last to jump, out of like 8 people, I was the second to land.
Shoots off. That's good, but now you're probably spinning uncontrollably. That's not so good. Get back into the X formation, then locate and pull the reserve ripcord on your left. It's opposite.
Get big.
You just pulled. It's probably colored red. That's your backup chute. Ready? Pull it. No, okay, nothing. Okay, plan C. Keep your head upwards and start scanning your surroundings. You're looking for 3 things: swamp, snow, trees. Your best chance of surviving is to land in one of those 3. Just stay away from water. Whatever you do, don't land in the water. Lean in the direction you want to move in, but don't go into a spin. When the moment's right, pull yourself up and point your toes to the ground so that you land on your feet. I didn't want to say this at the outset, but you should probably know now that you're about to break your legs. But that's okay. We're going to use them to absorb the impact of the fall. Having said that, it is going to be tremendously painful. So cover the back of your head with your hands like you're doing a sit-up. You need to protect your skull and protect your neck. Go into the fall rolling forward like you're doing a somersault. Ready? Here goes nothing.
Oh, that sound.
Okay, you still there? Good. That's good. I know. Good news is you survived.
Congratulations.
How did you end up bleeding, Jeff?
Right now. But
you said you were bleeding. How'd that happen?
There's that. I mean, that's the weird thing about neurogenic shock. It's caused by overexciting the parasympathetic nervous system.
I hit the ground
what
hard.
you're about to experience is actually bradycardia, which is a
like they were
decrease in your heart rate. That in return will decrease your pulse, and that will lead to a dangerous drop in blood pressure. So, you're probably feeling very, very, very sleepy right now, but do not go to sleep. Stay awake. Stay awake at all costs. Help is on the way, and you need to be awake when they get here.
The little dude who jumped with me was there was only a 0.0000 chance.
Yeah, you found it.
But the little old man was hitting on my friend's mom, so he did not prepare me for the jump at all.
Fucker, dude.
So literally, we were on the plane, and I'm like, "What am I supposed to do?" He's like, "Oh, don't worry about it.
Just jump or whatever."
I'm like, "How are you supposed to land?" He's like, "I'll tell you on the way down."
Yeah. Oh, fuck you. Tell me on the way down. You're going to give me instructions as I fall to the earth?
Yeah.
That's insanely messed up, dude.
I didn't know how to land from diving from 12,500 feet to the planet. So I didn't land properly, and then that insult to injury. Well, you'll watch the video.
I can't wait.
Be on the Today Show, and you get to meet Al Roker. Summon the will to live by thinking about how happy you'll be when you get to meet Al Roker.
All right. Well,
you probably have your own daily double question in Jeopardy.
By the way,
did you get to meet Al Roker?
I did not get to meet Al Roker, and by the way, this video is quite a disappointment after the Fighting a Bear video from the same guy.
The Fighting a Bear video was good stuff. That was ridiculous. Again, I can't get over it. I mean, I know it seems like it was a horrible experience for you, and I'm sorry, but there had to be a moment.
Oh, it wasn't horrible. I know it was fine. It was a fun experience.
So you had the moment of looking down on the earth, like everything.
It's like looking out of a plane window. It's really not that big of a deal.
Well, but okay, I'm childlike, but looking out the plane of a window is a big deal to me. There's a weird cosmic shit that happens to me.
Yeah, it's cool. Right. I like it.
That it realizes like we're really just tiny little ants in this fucking game. We're really just tiny.
Yeah,
little
pieces. Some of us don't want to just kill ourselves at any side of adversity either.
Okay. Again, I don't look. I'm gonna go Noah. No, but I'm gonna go Noah Healy on you. You gotta go deep, right? Here's my point.
No.
Again, 97% of people will die in that situation, which means 97% of people fought and they struggled and they got stung by jellyfish and they fucking drank salt water and they got burned and they did everything else.
They got to live that much more than so many other people.
And then they drown.
Yeah.
Right? So why not just drown? Like why I need to get stung by jellyfish and drink some salt water?
Life experience, bro.
Smarter, not harder, Jeff. That's what I talk about. Smarter, not harder.
Death isn't the goal.
No, but I mean, fuck, you're playing against the house. I mean,
if you need to travel 23 miles to land and you travel 20 miles through water, do you realize what you've done that no one else has done?
Well,
may not be pleasurable at the moment.
Okay.
You know, when
miles.
I worked construction as a high school kid during my summer job in the Florida heat, 100 plus degrees, was it pleasant at the time? No, it was hell. But every day when I got home and I took a cold shower, I was like, hell yeah.
Well, so here's the deal, though, Jeff. This is what I always fucking like. It messes my mind. So imagine again, you're at that spot and you drop off the cruise ship, and the cruise ship's gone, and there's nothing.
I would never drop off a cruise ship.
Well, hopefully not, right? I mean,
no. There's no. I would never.
You shouldn't. I mean, they do make the rails high.
Thrown off by a mafia of people.
Yeah, I mean the rails are high. You shouldn't. You know, we're not playing DiCaprio and put people up on the front of this shit. There's really not. But side note, we know I watch way too much true crime. I mean, I'm just saying, it's a good way. There's never going to be a body, but you fall in the water. The cruise ship lights are gone, and you are just bobbing in the middle of this dark-ass ocean with no idea what's left, what's right, what's down, what's up. I mean, what do?
You get on your back, you orient yourself the way the ship's going, unless you know land's closer to any direction, and you tickle-tee-touch, tickle-tee-touch, tickle-tee-touch.
Holy shit. You actually just answered a big question for me. That's absolutely insanely genius. Just go the way that the ship was going, because the ship is going to go to a port. So there has to be water, like land there. So try to follow the ship.
There's probably also a boat coming behind it that hopefully sees you, doesn't get you in its engines.
Side note, we go back to the animal before. Jeff, I believe to my heart that the reason there's so many fucked up true crime stories in Florida is because you can just toss bodies to the gators. If the gator eats the body, there's no crime, right? I mean, you could easily dispose of what you do in Florida. I'm just saying.
All right, Jeremiah,
wrap this up.
What's the last thing you want to do? I got 2 left. You'll instantly want to kill yourself either way.
Let's go. I don't have survival mechanisms.
Or a nuke.
Oh, I want to see nukes. What do you do for a nuke? Let's go. I love the head shake. I'm just rambling to hell and creating an editing nightmare for you. Thank you.
No. The nuke. That was actually the head shake with this. There's not a fucking thing, right?
No, there's really not. I mean, build a bunker.
I think just hold your loved ones and die.
I mean,
right?
Yeah. I mean, fuck this survivalist bunker shit. Like, I got enough food.
If you've got a bunker, that's great, but most of us don't. Like, yeah, if you've got a bunker and gas, that's great, but most of us don't. So what happens? Well,
let's go.
Doomsday is here. A nuclear bomb has just unleashed hell right in front of your eyes. The land,
I think you just
scatters in the wind in just moments.
I mean,
you have mere seconds to get to safety.
Bro.
But once that blast hits, how could the light your skin? Why should you never look at the explosion?
Don't look at it.
How can taking off your clothes save your life?
Get naked? Well, obviously.
Look, it always goes to get naked.
And here's what would happen if a nuke exploded near you. Once that...
It's like Mount Vesuvius. A lot of the people in Pompeii were found in weird fornication positions.
Yeah. My boy right here looks like Indiana Jones, don't he? Like, that is some fucking Harrison Ford shit. That is Indiana Jones. Let's see what Indiana does. What are you doing in New
Missile launches, you can't escape what's coming next.
Jeremiah might be way
what are you facing?
Before in this episode.
Well, 4 types of energy are about to be unleashed. First, a blast wave would rip through the landscape, knocking you around like a rag doll and destroying buildings.
No shit.
After that, brace yourself for intense light, followed by skin-melting heat and deadly radiation.
How are we supposed to survive?
Then
They showed a dog burning.
Bubble of gas.
They showed a dog
will
like
form a fireball that will vaporize everything and will shoot up into the air, creating the iconic mushroom
We did
cloud.
this to
Iconic.
Hiroshima.
It's iconic.
Even if you somehow
we did this to
survive
Hiroshima and
nightmare,
Nagasaki, right? We did this to
But
them. We dropped these bombs on them.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw the dog burning. Did you see that? They showed the flames go by and the dog was burning.
I know. I was jerking off for a couple seconds, but then it went off.
You hate dogs. I hate it. All right. So how do we survive? Here's look. at the
Hey,
end of
I
the
came
day,
off
dude.
as the animal lover last episode. I had to.
your life never be
Now
the
you hate
same
'em.
again.
No shit.
So far, only one nation has used a nuclear bomb against its enemy. The first of the 2 bombs dropped on Japan by the United States during World War II, Little Boy,
Motherfucker.
decimated Hiroshima.
Little boy.
It
Little
had
boy.
the strength of 15 kilotons
And that's why they've got little penises over there.
to what nuclear weapons are packing today.
It's all in the waves.
The most powerful is
Wow.
80.
I like to say when women are like, "Oh, that's all you got," I'm like, "Well, my ancestors were Italian, and their Axis powers brothers were bombed by a nuke, so I got some
Get some sympathy in
radioactivity
this
by
motherfucker.
proxy."
Yeah, get
And
this
well,
sympathy.
you would
Even though those Italians were in America and fighting against Japan,
be so lucky.
I can't
If
even imagine
you
doing
happen
Oh,
to
by
be
proxy.
in the blast vicinity, your days would be numbered.
Mm.
Remember that intense bright light? Yeah, well, that flash is strong enough to burn your skin off.
Oh shit.
These intense flash
So-
burns can be
There's a
fatal,
dog burning.
and
So I'm
it
waiting to
killed
see how we're supposed
50%
to-
of the people
Yeah,
who
what are
died
you
in
gonna do to
Japan.
survive?
how we were supposed to
And
survive
here's hoping
this.
you didn't stare directly
Well,
into
apparently
that
we'll
blast,
cry.
because this devastating light would oversaturate your
Come
retina.
on.
I mean, it would be a. Okay,
Boy.
I'm not going to say that. I was
All
gonna
right.
say it would be a sight of beauty to behold, but I don't mean it in that way.
No,
It
I
would
think.
be
I
like,
mean, dude, I'm with you.
whoa.
I would watch the mushroom cloud. I mean, that's pretty fucking amazing, right? I mean, it's something that yeah, it's going to destroy everything, but I'm with you. I understand the beauty in it.
We're only about 10 months away from this actually happening.
Yep,
by the
yep,
way.
yeah. It's going to happen when
Pigments
Trump gets
and leave you
reelected.
blind.
No, it's the fucking war with Russia that we're starting by
It's
proxy
gonna
with the
fuck up.
Nazis in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Flash blindness can go away after 2
Goggles.
minutes if the explosion
Goggles,
happens
look at
during the
this.
day, but at night, you could be blinded for much longer. And
Wear
if you
goggles
weren't
at all times,
sheltered,
folks.
you may not survive what's coming next.
You may not survive.
In just a
No, you
fraction of a
won't.
second, the nuclear fireball would expand out like a balloon rising into the sky. The heat from that fireball
Wipe
would
it out.
send
Outrun it with
out
your
a
car.
blast wave that would rip you and the ground under you apart.
You're done.
If
You're
you
done.
didn't make it indoors before the blast, the supersonic wave might kill you by ripping off your skin or sending you flying through the air. Then a violent burst of thermal radiation would be released and head right toward
Is the
you.
answer you can't
And
survive it?
unfortunately for you,
No, this
it's
is
only
all
going to
on
get
ground,
worse.
so they're going to talk about
Oh,
underground.
Next, a
They're
second
going to talk
pulse
about underground.
would hit,
And
lasting a few
why is my question? Why?
But they're not. They're not. They're just like, hey, if you're in the blast vicinity.
Right, but here's the deal. Like
Seconds this
is
time.
for real to me, dude. Like, Jeff, would you choose to live in a bunker underneath the earth after this happened, eating like fucking beans and rice and some horrible
I
shit?
love beans and rice.
Oh, okay, but if that's all you got in cans over and over, every survivalist, they have the most mundane shit. Do you really want to spend the last days of your life like doing that? Or would it be better to just step up to the earth and let the fire just wipe you out, dude? I don't have the heart to do that shit, to eat the same bullshit over and over.
It's-
What are you going
it's
to do? What's
too-
the end game, dude? What's the end game?
Survival. It gives you something to fight
Yeah.
for.
What are you surviving for, though? You're not going to have any more kids. You're not going to have anything else. Like, so
I
you're
don't need
alive,
more. I don't
but
want more
what?
kids, bro. I don't want more kids.
Well, but if
I mean,
the
now,
giant heat wave
if my
wiped
kids are
everything
with
out,
me,
you have to repopulate.
if my kids are with me, it's a different story than if my
Sure.
kids are dead. If my kids are dead,
Sure.
then yeah, fuck it. I didn't.
Right. Well, look, sure. I would grab my kid and jump into the bunker, and we'd eat the fuck out of beans and rice because you want to have anything happen.
Right. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, I did do anything just to survive them.
Absolutely. I will. We do this every day. We do shit like, Jeff, you have a girl. Like, I promise you've been to a dance recital. Nobody wants to go to a dance recital. There's not a guy alive that wants to go to a dance recital who is straight. And you do that because we care about our kids. I get that. But in a bunker, if I knew my kid was gone and everything went across, like I would rather be up there.
Yeah, no, if my kids were gone.
If your kids were gone, right. So it's weird to me because you hear and see all these fucking like documentaries about survivalists, and they're all about like, we're gonna rebuild the world and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. It's gonna be awful, dude. If what you said comes true, your best case scenario is that you, with some cans of food that don't expire, okay. Anyway, I just can't. It sucks.
Well, all I'm gonna say, because I think we should
114. Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Is that one of us has the John Connor gene and the other one has the John Pussy gene.
I do. I will own that in the sense that, like, look, somebody used to tell me, play the movie through. Like, play the whole movie. So if I fall off a cruise ship, chances are I only have a 3% chance of survival. So why am I going to fight for 20 hours? I'll just go under, dude.
You're not one of the best 3%?
No, I'm not 3%er, dude. I'm not there.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm the top 0.5% podcast globally.
So, boom! Jeff Macolino podcast. Go check that out. We already shield for our likes and our supports. Go check out Jeff Macolino, dude. It's good stuff. You won't believe the guests that are coming across. And watching Drunk Jeff Eats might be one of my favorite things. It's a great call. Look, at the end of the day, we're going to wrap it up. We went long on this. All I'm saying is, know who you are. You have two people looking in front of you. Jeff will fight, and Jeff will try to survive. He will be part of the Walking Dead. I'm the guy. I'm just going to put the gun to my head. It's not happening. I don't want to fight zombies. Jeff, God love him, will fight them and survive. I'm going to check out early. So now you know what you got.
I can't finish it any better than that.
Yeah, done.
For the best matching yellow clothes of any geriatric I know.
Come to the Legend of Zelda. Done. Kill it.
Boom.
Boom.
Dad's Good Show.